Tink, are you okay? Your light's fading out.
Peter, nothing needs to be done.
Unless what, Tink? What do you mean? Whatever does she mean? Unless... Don't worry, Tink. I'll find help.
I love you, Natalie! Bless you, Peter Pan, and you ruined my lumber industry.
And you, Hook, you've nearly ruined my forest, my home. Your evil ways have been driving the African elephants to near extinction. Take that.
Arrgh.
And what about the Indian rhinoceros? Or the Bengal tiger? Or the Galapagos tortoises? What about them? Knock out 4 more keystone species and Neverland can be ruined forever.
You'll pay for that, Pan.
Pay I will. Pay I won't. You're the only one that's gonna pay after you destroy our homes.
Oh, you two. I'll slash you with my sharp iron hook. You'll never leave my ship alive. Ha!
And yes, I will. Take that.
Arrgh.
Now, children, settle down.
Oh, hello, Father.
Wendy, John, Michelle, your mother and I are going to Reno to the annual business gala event, and I need you to promise me you won't get into any trouble.
Yes, Father.
But you have to go, Father. You know all those people will just be celebrating how much they can profit by hurting the environment.
Now, Wendy, you know how I feel about this.
I know. But promise me this, Father. No caviar.
The eggs are from endangered fish, you know.
No Chilean sea bass.
Also highly endangered, on the verge of extinction, you know.
And no Atlantic cod.
Also highly endangered, but the Pacific kind's perfectly fine.
But who even likes codfish anyway?
Okay, kids. On one condition. After tonight, no more Peter Pan trying to save the world stuff anymore.
You mean Neverland?
Yes, Neverland. No more Peter Pan trying to save Neverland stuff anymore. Especially you, Wendy. After all, this is your last night in the nursery. You're growing up and it's time you stop acting like a child.
But Father!
No buts, my dear. That's the final word. We're getting too old to believe in eco-heroes that are going to save the world and save us from ourselves. We need to start learning the ways of the world and accept how things are. It's part of growing up. Now, lights out in 5 minutes. Your mother and I will see you in the morning. Nana is downstairs if you need anything while we're gone.
Yes, Father. Oh, we're sorry, Wendy. I don't want to grow up if it means that I have to stop caring about the things I love most and pretend that all this ecological destruction is okay. I have to believe there's someone out there who cares about the environment as much as I do. I just have to. Grown-ups don't ever understand.
What's that?
Who's that? It's Peter Pan.
It's hard to navigate out there with all that smog in the way. Jeez, what do you guys put in your air? I'm Pan. Peter Pan, that is. Epic boy wonder.
Isn't that Robin from a different episode of Infotainment?
Nope, that's me. Pleased to meet you.
Well, we know who you are, but how did you get here? And how did you get out of that book?
It's easy. All it took was someone to believe. And that's what brought me here. I need your help.
Is it Hook? Let me guess, he's killed another herd of wild elephants, only to carve the robbery for some more fishing hooks for his long lines? Or maybe it's for a second hook, so he can help in his annual harp seal pup slaughter.
John!
Actually, it's Tink. She is dying, and I don't know why. At first, I wasn't sure where to go. But then I overheard your stories, and I knew you were the ones who could help. So here I am.
But how can we help?
By coming to Neverland.
Oh, Father would never let us.
But I need your help.
Come on, we have to go. Besides, I've always wanted to learn to fly. We do get to fly there, don't we?
Of course we do.
But, oh, come on, please, Wendy. You heard him. We have to go. Oh, okay. But how will we get there?
With a magic pixie dust. But you will have to wear one of these, with all that pollution out there. Now everyone join hands and don't let go. Come on everybody, here we go!
You got it.
Well, it wasn't easy. It is, after all, one of the last of Neverland's elephants.
You'd better make sure Peter Pan doesn't see that. If he found out he hunted one of the last pachyderms in his dwindling forest, he'd have your hide.
Yeah, but what choice did we have? It was for its own good. How else would we be able to come up with enough gold coins to buy Tink's medicine from Hook?
I mean, what else were we supposed to do? Peter would have wanted us to if he knew it would save Tink.
Or would he? Peter's always telling us what not to, how not to take too much from the forest. And what do you do when he's not looking? You kill some of the last of his herd of African elephants? This is the tragedy that Peter's been warning us about. The tragedy of the commons. Isn't it bad enough that Hook has already killed off 85% of them already? What are you guys doing going to Hook? I told you to go find Tiger Lily.
But Simone, she's nowhere to be found. And now with Peter gone, Hook said he could take care of us. He lives such a comfortable life, always having food on his table and enough gold coins to buy whatever he wants, whenever he wants.
Enough! There will be no more talk of Hook. Sure, he does whatever he wants, but look what he's doing to Neverland. The forests are almost gone, the oceans are all polluted, and species are disappearing from Neverland every day. He doesn't think about tomorrow. Haven't you learned anything from Tiger Lily? Every living thing in Neverland depends on everything else. We'll go out and look for her again tomorrow, but in the meantime, let's just hope Peter's found help. But haven't I told you guys? Good planets, hard to find. Temperate zones, tropic vibes, true currents, driving seas, winds blowing through the trees, strong ozone and safe sunshine. Good planets are hard to find, and the mind don't know, the heart can't see. The blind man go to his destiny. Good planets into man, clean beaches with sparkling sun, land masses to spare, jet streams, perfect air, high forests and no wetlands. Good planets are in demand.
$100 million sharks been just this year for soup, for medicine, but awareness is growing. How to keep the people quiet? Reiterate how dangerous they are? Ha, yes. Trick them into thinking they kill more people a year than the 5 they actually do. Hundreds? No. I bet I could get the people to believe they killed thousands. And my dolphins, those pests, 23,000 started for the meeting in Skull Cove alone. But it too is getting harder to hide from the people. And pests, such a thorn in my side, always trying to stop me. You're bad for my business. I shall destroy you by destroying those around you. First, your oh so precious Tinkerbell. I shall poison her flowers with mercury. Bioaccumulation, that's how I'll do it. And she shall drink the nectar. A slow demise. Yes, you'll be so busy trying to figure out what is wrong with her, you won't have time to bother me. And your boys, lost souls, I shall win them over, all in good time. I shall continue to exploit the resources of the sand without limits. I shall be the most powerful pirate in all of Neverland. Smee! Smee!
Yes, Captain.
What is the status of the most recent long line catch?
55 Dorado, 24 Sailfish, and 42 Hammerheads.
Me prime catch and me bycatch.
Throw the turtles overboard as usual, Captain.
No, I can use another pair of turtle skin boots. And what am I bluefin tuna catch?
Over 60,000 metric tons caught just this season, Captain. At this rate, we'll drive them to extinction even sooner than you thought. Then, we can start digging into our frozen stock and really make a profit.
Alright, what about my lost boys? Have you persuaded them to overrun all the elephants and pants for us?
Yes, convinced too.
And what about Tink?
I gave a mixture of ground up rhino horn, bear bile, and shark cartilage to Jack, and I convinced him that it would make her feel well. Little did the boys know, it won't do anything whatsoever.
There was never no one who's really making her sick. Good job capturing Tiger Lily here. With her in my prison, Pan will have no one left to consult about what could possibly make this precious Tink sick.
The secret is safe with me, Captain. With her out of the way, Peter Pan won't be able to keep his forest alive for much longer, and while he's trying to figure out how to save his dying forest, he won't be bothering you.
Make sure Tiger Lily here doesn't get free. She were to get a hold of Peter Pan, tell him what was really making his precious Tink sick, my plan will be ruined. Decide what you want for your last meal, my darling. For sundown, you shall walk the plank and become chum.
So what's your pleasure, Tiger Lily? Shark fin soup, tiger paws, sturgeon eggs.
Up the wind. Please let me go. I know you see that what Hook is doing to Neverland is wrong. He's destroying entire ecosystems and areas that took millennia to form. He is selfish. He is foolish. What he does not realize is that by destroying these lands, he is destroying himself. Neverland is fragile. Neverland is delicate. And this Hook cannot see. His greed is blinding, and the gold has blinded you. But it's not too late. I told you not to trust Hook.
Well, what choice did we have?
Oh, I wish Peter was here.
Come on, it's this way.
Peter!
No change? And no sign of Tiger Lily?
No sign. Who's this?
This is Wendy, John, and Michelle. They've come from a faraway land. They believe. This is Tine, the one I was telling you about on the way over. She is my fairy, and is sick.
And she's getting much worse, Peter.
We brought her medicine, but it didn't work.
Medicine? But I thought you said you couldn't find Tiger Lily.
We didn't. I told them not to, Peter, but they went anyway. They went to Hook.
Hook!
Hook?
How could you, after all I taught you?
We didn't know what else to do. We're afraid she's dying.
Do you know what to do?
Oh, Peter.
Tiger Lily!
And Tink is weak. Her light is dim.
But what is it?
This Hook, he's made her very sick. I'm afraid he's been poisoning her. Her life force is fading.
Poison her? But how?
I've seen Hook in her nectar fields with Smee and some of his men dumping barrels with HG and PB in her nectar-filled flower fields.
HG, PB, that's mercury and lead.
Those are toxic, and over time they can work their way up the food web in increasing amounts, so that those that ingest things in higher trophic levels can get very ill from them. But what can we do?
Hook must be destroyed. First in Neverland's forest, then overfishing the oceans, and poisoning our land and life support system of Neverland? I'll shred him to pieces when I get my hands on him.
Peter, I can save her. I need some milkweed and black cohosh. It will be deep in the forests of Neverland, near Hook's rare hardwoods factory. That is if there is any left. Find them for me and stop Hook from taking too many resources at one time. He knows not of balance. He takes for selfish reasons and does not respect Mother Nature's capacity to rebuild and restock that which is taken from her. He does not give Mother time. We must stop him and tell him that what he is doing is wrong.
It's going to take all of us. Simone, take your boys and go find the milkweed and black cohosh in the forest and get it back to Tiger Lily ASAP. Wendy, John, Michelle, you come with me. We will find Hook. He must be stopped. I have a plan. We will all meet back here before sundown.
Huzzah!
$97, $98. Ha! Enough for the new iPad. What shall my next endeavor be? I've cut the forest, I've slaughtered cetaceans, I've bottled me water, and actually convinced people to buy it. And the most brilliant scheme? I successfully convinced everyone that a shark took off my hand. It's so easy to fool people. No one believes that only 5 deaths a year from sharks, convinced that there are thousands and thousands of attacks and deaths. It's all just so easy. A dead shark is a good shark. Allowed me to kill 100 million just last year. My profits are soaring. Fin, 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 and that's what I say. What is this?
I'm here wandering out on deck.
Who are you, my darling? And what are you doing on my ship?
My name is Wendy, and I'm here to tell you that what you are doing is wrong. The forest, 89,000 acres destroyed every day. The oceans, there's more plastic pollution than plankton. Extinction, you sped up the rate by 1,000 times. You are destroying Neverland, all because of greed. You can take from nature, but you can't take too much. You are taking too much. Why can't you make gold coins a more eco-friendly way? You're a bad man, Captain Hook.
Bad? Bad? How bad can I I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. How bad can I be? I'm just following my destiny. I'm just saying, how bad can I be? There's a principle in business that everyone knows is sound. It says, the people with the money makes this ever-loving world go round. So I'm bigger in me company, I'm bigger in me factories, I'm bigger in me corporate size. Complain all you want, it's never ever gonna stop. It's all just so gratifying.
You chopped the last mahogany tree in my forest, and you killed the last elephant. Hook, it's over.
Ha, me nemesis Peter Pan, I've been waiting for you. Silly Pan, you'll never defeat me. On guard.
Come on, you old codfish. I'll take you even with your tacky ivory hook.
I thought I was rocking that ivory hook look. Just needed a baby horse and fur coat to match.
The ivory came from an elephant that didn't deserve to die.
Ah! Boo-hoo-hoo! Life is so unfair.
I'll get you Hook, and I'll give you a reason to wear 2 hooks.
Fine by me. More hooks, more ivory.
Ugh!
Tis, Peter Pan. Time for you and that windy character to walk the plane. Smitty, bring out Tiger Lily while we're at it.
Captain?
Not so fast, Captain Hook. I'm afraid it's you that's going to walk the plank.
The plane?
You cut down your last tree and killed your last shark.
It was just for business.
It's over, Hook. Either you stop what you're doing to Neverland, or I'll make you stop.
Never.
It's into the sea and out to the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which you created with all your bad business practices. 100 million tons of plastic trash, circling and circling all around. I have a feeling you'll be there for a very long time, just like the plastic trash you created. Wendy, I couldn't have done it without you. Say goodbye, Hook.
Ah! The shark makes fly sharks.
It's only a nurse shark. People these days, they don't know anything about sharks. Coconuts falling from trees kill more people than sharks do.
We have to get back to Ting. Tinkerbell,
Oh, Peter.
you're okay? Tiger Lady, how did you do it?
Your boys, they went into the forest and found the milkweed and black cohosh. You see, many plants have medicinal value that are used to make drugs to fight cancer and other diseases. Many are rare and others are still waiting to be discovered. With Hook having destroyed over 49% of the forest in Neverland, we were scared that we lost the plants and their medicinal value forever. But thankfully, even though we have an extinction rate of 1,000 times the natural rate, we were able to find the plants that Tinkerbell needed.
Yay, Tinkerbell saved and Hook's evil ways have been stopped. Will Neverland get better now?
As Tiger Lily has said, we fairies are nature spirits need time to restore ourselves. If we try to impact Neverland less and live a greener life, we will heal. But this will require the effort of all of us.
I told you guys, it's okay to live off the land and take from nature, just not too much.
We're sorry. We'll be more careful. We promise.
If we all just remember that every living thing has its own ecological niche and is part of the circle of life, we can learn to live a greener life in balance with nature. Tiger Lady, Wendy, they can help guide us.
Oh, I'm afraid it's time for us to go.
Aww,
Do you really have to go?
we're going to need all the help we can get. Neverland's in such a state. Can't you stay with us?
It sounds great, it really does, being a part of the conservation and restoration of Neverland. But Father will be worried.
Thank you for all that you've done. I'm so glad Peter found someone who knew how to help see.
We must go back. And thank you. You've given me all the strength and courage I need to stand up for what I believe in back home.
Our world has some of the same environmental problems that we've seen here.
And now I know what to do about them. Tonight was meant to be my last night in the nursery, and now I know why. I left as a child, but I'm returning as a young adult. And now I'm going to fight for what I believe in. Thank you all. We will miss you all.
Well, I guess this is it. Everyone join hands and don't let go.
We have a lot of work to do.
But we can save the planet, I believe.
Here we go!